I have a huge privilege of introducing somebody to you. This is amazing to me that I get to do this. A woman named Magdalena Hamilton. She was born October 22nd. I'm sorry. She was born 1924. Today's October 22nd. She was born 1924 in Budapest, Hungary. She was raised in a Christian family. She was 19 years old when the Nazis invaded. Oh gosh, it gets to me. When the Nazis invaded Hungary in 1943, she did not cooperate with the Nazis. So she's a tough lady that's going to be in front of us here today. She did not cooperate with them, and she was arrested. She was put on a boxcar, and she was sent to the Dachau death camp. She was there for 1.5 years, and then she was liberated in April of 1945, and then immigrated to America in 1949. It's a huge blessing for me to introduce to you Magdalena. Would you come up, please? Thank you.
Thank you. I will greet you the way I was brought up. The Lord's name to be blessed forever. That was I have to say when I was a child. Now you know my name because the pastor said it. I was brought up in the Christian family. My father taught me the love of God, love of my country, and love of the family. And when I was a little girl, when I could understand things, my father told me, honey, don't ever take anything, or don't make a lie, or don't do bad things. I don't see you, but God does. It stayed in my heart all these years. Then my father was the other things to love the family. My father and mother, they loved each other. My father believed never go to bed angry. And then I have a little hard time to remember all the things. You know, I'm 93 years old, and I am grateful to the Lord as I am here, you know. But you made me so happy this morning. The wonderful smiling face. You have no idea how blessing it feels. It lifts me up like a breath of fresh air. Yeah. My father had another teaching of me. If you don't take care of things, what you have, you don't deserve it. I took this with me all my life. And then we have the Hungary didn't have any kind of a rifle or anything. And I worked in the hospital. I wanted to be a doctor, but the school stopped. And I got out Friday night, and the German parachuted Hungary. We could not defend ourselves. So then couple of days later, the Russians attacked the Germans, and the first horrible things I experienced, I had to be in the operator on telephone, because when Poland was attacked, then Hungary started to understand that we're gonna get it too. And everybody had to in the military between 15 and 65 years. So you have a duty what you have to obey. I was a telephone operator in the fire department because we don't have too much phone that time when I was a child. And I was going for my duty, and the Russian plane come very low, and with machine gun. There was a young lady walking with a little girl, about 7-year-old, and the machine gun cut her half. And she fell on the ground, and his little girl, her daughter, said, "Mommy, please don't lay down." She tried to pull her mother up, and I couldn't help because I was in a duty. And then our city changed 3-4 times. They give me 10 minutes to speak. I hope I have 1 more left. They 3-4 times, and then the German came and took all of us with a police station, and they put us on the train. I will not tell you all the horror, but some of them I will. We was on the train, and I speak German because you do have to speak at least one of the 2 languages when I was in my country. And somebody peeled up the board because you don't go on the regular train. We were traveled where the animal goes. And somebody picked up the board and escaped. And the German said to everybody, "Get out of that train." And because I speak German and I was young, I wanted to live. So I stayed between the 2 cars where they were connected. That if my car is missing, then I'm gonna go to the other one. And when they find out which one, the Germans shoot it with a machine gun till anybody screamed. The blood was just going onto the train. That was my other experience. And then the American bombed the German train because they thought they are sending different kind of stuff, whatever made. And we have to they bombed the train. We have to get out of the train, and I have no idea how many days we have to walk. We walked, and the side of the road, dead animal. It's just horror, too. It was raining. I lay down in the mud. And we walked to Dachau, the concentration camp. And when I get to the door, a German soldier is crying, "Please don't shoot me, please don't kill me, please don't kill me." They were very strict, the German, to them, the military too. The young man took a piece of bread for the other soldier, and they shot him. The other things I'm gonna tell you, the crematorium, there's a lot of in between. That was horrible. They burned all the children in the crematorium because they cannot use them to work. And there was a little girl, about 12-year-old, a Polish little girl. My mom speaks very well Polish, and I learned from my mom too. And she went insane. Her hair became white. It just, because the horror is not when you first, but when you see what happened to a person before you, and you see the eyes on the people to begging for life. Then the other things I saw, you have to dig a grave. And when you dig a grave, they shoot you, you fell in, the next man gonna cover you up, then the next grave gonna be on. I have to make it shorter because of my 10 minutes. Yeah, but then we got liberated on 1945, April 29, 10 after 6 o'clock. The Americans liberated the camp, and that was horrible. Dead people, some of them were still alive, top of each other. and the American had to put some chemical on it too, because there was April and there was warm and start to smell. So I will make it shorter. But God was good to me. I am not bitter. When they burned the children in the crematorium, I lost faith. I don't believe in God. Because God said that, let the children come to me. Heaven belonged to them. And I said, God, why you let these children to be burned? And to me, the children, I came to this wonderful country. You have no idea what a blessed country is that. Teach those lovely children to love this country, and love God and your family, because that's the only things we are gonna have. I got married in here. I have 8 children I raised. I raised 3 from the orphanage. And none of them, I have 11 grandchildren, 5 great-grandchildren. None of them on drugs, and none of them on alcoholic. I have no way to thank the Lord that it blessed me. So all the things I went through in my life, losing everything from parents, but God pay you back. God is always with you. Don't ever give up. Don't criticize, because the Lord is with you. And these lovely, again I say, the beautiful children, I'm never gonna forget you. I never, because the smile on you for an old lady is just like a breath of fresh air, you know. And don't let the middle class go, because if you leave the middle class, they're gonna be very rich, very, very poor, and no in between. So love that. Don't criticize. It's easy to criticize. And don't teach the children to hate, because we are all united. Every one of them. Maybe you don't like the Mexican people, but you like the Mexican food. You don't like the Chinese, but you eat the Chinese food. You don't like the Italian, but you eat the spaghetti and the pizza. So we should love each other and share. Life is too short. And one other thing, you don't ever forget it. You come with nothing, and you're gonna leave with nothing. Whatever you have, you're gonna leave here. And if you have a little bit more, share it with other people. Because thank the Lord that I worked all my life. I never collected unemployment. I never collected food stamp, and I raised 8 children. That's a blessed country. The education handed down in silver platter. So that's all I wanted to say to you. And love God. And it's up to us to teach these young children to love of God and the country, or respect for the elderly people. Because there's no more. We are a dollar bill, no more human. God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.